Don't mind me. Just pissing in a pot for the internet. Totally normal. Totally normal. Hey guys, Jazza here. So I'm taking part in a campaign this week where I'm trying to raise awareness for HIV and bloodborne diseases, and in order to do that, and partially for your entertainment, I went to a clinic, an STI clinic, and filmed a little bit of me doing STI tests on myself. If you are sexually active, if you're not in a monogamous relationship and you haven't been tested in the past 6 months, please think about getting tested, because it's not just gay people who get STIs, it's not just people who are promiscuous that get STIs. People can sometimes live with a disease for a really long time and not realise it, which is why it's so important to regularly check what your status is on not just HIV but all bloodborne diseases, because you're being intimate in the bed, and if you're intimate in the bed you don't want to be giving the people on the receiving end of said intimacy nasty things. You feel me? HIV in particular is quite a scary one because of the AIDS epidemic that took place in the 80s and the 90s, especially amongst the gay male community. Now, it still is the case that about 50% of new HIV cases are contracted by men who have sex with men. However, that's another 50% of people who aren't having sex with men, who are contracting HIV. So it's really important that not just the gay guys go out there and make sure that they know what their status is. That said, men who have sex with men are still the most likely to be living with HIV. In the UK, 1 in 26 gay men are living with HIV. In London, it's 1 in 8. And only 1 in 5 of those people actually know what their status is. Make sure that you're not one of those people that is living with HIV and could be passing it on to other people. If you catch a HIV infection early, then it's very possible for you to live a long, normal, prosperous life. They have drugs at the moment that can lower your infection rate to what it was before you actually became infected with HIV. And I encourage anybody, gay, straight, bi, somewhere in between, if you are sexually active, if you haven't been tested in the past 6 months, find out where your closest clinic is. I will leave a link down below, and go and get yourself tested. So as promised, here is some footage of me testing myself for sexually transmitted diseases. Many clinics don't require you to do these yourselves. A nurse will help you through the whole process, but I decided to try and make this real. Show them I'm a human being that pisses in cups. Yeah? When you go into a clinic, they will give you a pot and a couple of swabs. The pot is obviously for pissing in. You will also be given a swab for the back of your throat. And for your, you know, bum bits. This can be a little bit weird to go through. I wonder if this means I'm gonna get flagged. And then the clinic that I have gets you to put all of that lovely swabby, liquidy goodness into a little capsule, and then it gets taken up through a chute away to the testing facility. It's very fancy. I wasn't allowed to film when they actually took my blood tests, but they will do one test where they prick your finger and then put it into a little kind of vestibule, and then the vestibule will give you an instant HIV positive or negative test. If it comes up with 2 dots, then you are negative as of 6 weeks ago, because it takes a while for HIV to turn up in your system. But if it stays with 1, then it shows that you need a more in-depth test. And then they also test some blood for a more in-depth HIV test, and for other bloodborne diseases like hepatitis, and all of those kinds of things. So the message of this video is, if you are sexually active and you haven't been tested for sexually transmitted infections in the past 6 months, then book yourself into a clinic or go into a walk-in clinic. As I said, links below. There is no shame in contracting a sexually transmitted infection. I have had my fair few sexually transmitted disease encounters, and I'm fine. I'm embarrassed to tell you that now, but there is no shame in it. I hope that you guys are well. Thank you for bearing with me. I haven't uploaded stuff in a while. Get tested. Yeah. Hello. So, you know what I thought you guys needed? Was me from another angle, and also a view of my dirty floor. Yay! I forgot to film the end card, so if you could subscribe, do that there. Actually, yeah, so click on my bag if you want to subscribe. That'll be good if you want to see more videos from me. I'm going to be uploading a lot in the run up to Christmas, so that's going to be fun. Also, if you want to learn more about gay men and HIV and how there is a ban on people giving blood in the UK if you're a man who has sex with men, then watch this video here. It's another similar kind of campaign. I'm ever so sassy in it. I will see you guys soon. Love you very much. I'll leave you with me playing with my hair. Fun. Loads of hair. Lots of hair. La la la. Put a YouTuber in front of a camera and now act like an absolute tosser. This is really fun.